At the dawn of the 17th century, the world's oceans have become highways of power. Spanish and Portuguese fleets carry silver from the Americas, sugar from Brazil, and spices from Asia, building empires on the backs of global trade. In this age of rivalry, a small northern republic rises, the Netherlands. Barely 2 decades independent from Spain, the Dutch Republic builds an empire not with kings and armies, but with merchants, ships, and innovation. Amsterdam's harbors bustle with activity, shipyards produce vessels faster than any rival. Merchant families invest fortunes in voyages to Asia, seeking nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon, and pepper, goods that sell in Europe for their weight in gold. But these ventures are chaotic. Dozens of competing companies race to Asia, sabotaging each other, undermining profits, and exhausting resources. In 1602, the Dutch States General merges them into a single organization, the Verenigde Oostindische Compagnie, or VOC, the Dutch East India Company. This is no ordinary trading firm. Granted unprecedented powers, the VOC can mint its own coins, build fortresses, command armies, and govern colonies. It is, in every sense, a corporate empire. With a starting capital of 6.5 million guilders, an astronomical sum for its time, the VOC pioneers the stock market, issuing shares that make merchants in Amsterdam wealthier than kings. Its directors, the Heren 14th, sit in candlelit boardrooms, plotting strategy over maps and ledgers. Unlike Spain and Portugal, the Dutch won't colonize vast inland territories. Instead, they'll dominate strategic maritime choke points, building a lattice of forts and trading posts that span the oceans. At its heart will be a city purpose-built to run an empire, Batavia, the VOC's headquarters in Asia. From this single hub, orders will ripple across thousands of miles, fueling Amsterdam's golden age. The VOC is born, a corporation with the power of a nation, shaping global trade for centuries to come. In 1619, Governor-General Jan Pieter Zoon Koen sets fire to Jakarta, a thriving Javanese port city. From its ashes rises Batavia, a fortified colonial capital built to be the brain of the VOC's empire. Batavia is laid out like Amsterdam. Canals crisscross its streets, gabled houses line boulevards, and heavy stone walls protect its harbor. Yet this is no European city. It is a melting pot of cultures. Chinese traders dominate commerce, Javanese workers build infrastructure, Indian moneylenders and Arab merchants crowd the markets, and enslaved people from across Asia labor under the tropical sun. From Batavia's Council of the Indies, Dutch governors wield near absolute authority. Letters from Amsterdam take months to arrive, making Batavia effectively independent. This is not just a trading post. It is a self-sufficient city-state, the Queen of the East. Warehouses brim with nutmeg, cinnamon, pepper, silk, and porcelain, each item meticulously recorded. Ships depart daily, carrying orders and cargo to VOC outposts across the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Disease and death are constant companions. Malaria and dysentery kill thousands each year. Yet Batavia thrives as the hub of a network stretching from Africa's Cape of Good Hope to Japan's secluded island of Dejima. Batavia is the face of a new era, a European city transplanted into the tropics, symbolizing the VOC's fusion of commerce, governance, and military might. By the mid-17th century, the VOC has built a network that spans continents. Cape Town supplies fresh food to passing fleets. Ceylon's plantations produce cinnamon for Europe's kitchens. Malacca, the key to the east, controls access between 2 oceans. The Banda Islands yield nutmeg worth a fortune, while a tiny man-made island in Japan, Dejima, is Europe's only link to the shogunate. The VOC's monopoly is ruthless. In Banda, Dutch forces massacre thousands to secure control of nutmeg. Portuguese fortresses fall to Dutch guns, and treaties often resemble ultimatums. Violence ensures that no rival, not even the British East India Company, can match VOC dominance. Yet behind this brutality lies efficiency. Fleets sail with clockwork precision, navigating with state-of-the-art maps. Cargoes are logged to the last sack of spice, and every outpost reports back to Batavia. This level of coordination is unprecedented. The VOC operates more like a sovereign state than a private company. By the 1650s, the VOC is a titan of global trade. Its profits finance Amsterdam's golden age. Its ships are feared across Asia's oceans. But the wealth it generates comes at a devastating human cost. Forced labor, disrupted local economies, and violent campaigns that reshaped Southeast Asia forever. The VOC's empire is powered not just by ships, but by paperwork. In Amsterdam's headquarters, hundreds of clerks work tirelessly in candlelit halls, logging every coin and contract. These records form the nervous system of a global empire decades before modern communications. At its peak, the VOC is the richest company in history. Its shares trade on the world's first stock exchange. Directors, immortalized in oil paintings, wield power rivaling monarchs. Yet this wealth is built on suffering. Enslaved workers toil in fields, sailors endure horrific conditions at sea, and entire communities are uprooted to feed European markets. As decades pass, this machine slows. Corruption spreads. Governors in Batavia grow richer while fleets decay. The British East India Company rises as a formidable rival. Wars drain resources and spice prices drop. By the late 18th century, the VOC is drowning in debt. Its empire bloated and inefficient. In 1799, after nearly 2 centuries of dominance, the Dutch government dissolves the VOC, absorbing its territories into a state-run colony. Its legacy is paradoxical. It pioneered capitalism and global trade networks, but also represents exploitation at a massive scale. The VOC was both a marvel of organization and a warning about what happens when corporate power becomes unchecked. Its forts, artifacts, and maps remain, reminders of an empire that changed the world forever. You've just explored one of history's greatest empires, a corporation that ruled oceans, shaped nations, and left behind a legacy of innovation and exploitation. This was the Random Fact Factory, where we transform history's most fascinating stories into vivid journeys. If you enjoyed diving into the world of the VOC, there's so much more waiting for you. Forgotten kingdoms, ancient inventions, unsolved mysteries, and the powerful empires that built and broke our world. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next story off our assembly line of knowledge. Join us again as we bring history, science, and surprising facts to life. One random fact at a time.